Let's go ahead and take a look at playing our 6-4-1-5 chord progression, which starts on E minor with inversions instead of just root positions. So let's just go over again our root positions of each chord. So those root positions are your 6th chord, which is E minor. So it's E, E, G, B. And then your 4 chord, which is C major, the root position of that is C, C, E, G. Then your 1 chord, which is G, your root position of that, G, G, B, D. And then your 5 chord, which is D, 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 F sharp, A. Okay, so if we wanted to kind of keep our hands more in this vicinity instead of moving up and down the piano, here's how we could play some inversions of those chords. We'll stick with our root chord for the 6th chord, your E minor. So that would be E, E, G, B. And then our next chord would be the 4 chord, which is C major. So let's play the first inversion of that chord. So we would have C on the bottom, and then on the top we would have E. On the thumb we would have E, G, C. And then for our 1 chord, which is G major, we would play our 2nd inversion. So this right hand bottom note would be D, and then followed by G, B. And then our 5 chord, which is D, we would actually play that one also in its root position. So D, D, F sharp, A. So this is how that would sound if we played it in time. Now let's take a look and break down some of the fingering that will allow us to get to and from these chords easily. So if we're playing our 6th chord in the root position, we have E, G, B. To get easily to our C major chord, we're gonna move our right hand fingers. We're gonna bring our 2nd finger to G and move our pinky up to C. So we have E minor to C major. Now to get from our C major chord to our 1 chord, which is G, we're going to move our thumb down to D and our 4th or 5th finger to B. I'll use my 4th finger. So from C to G. And then we're going to want to go from our G, which is our 1 chord, to our 5 chord, which is D major. And that's just our root position of D major. So we're going to use our normal root position fingering and just move 3rd and 5th finger to F sharp and A. So from G to D. So I'll play that one more time for you in time so you can see how the fingering would work. So that's one way that you could play that 6-4-1-5 chord progression with inversions instead of root positions.